everyone, and welcome back to Sacred Space. Well, you guys, if you see the title, then you know what we're about to get into. First of all, if you see me with the same kind of outfit on the last video, because I'm actually filming two videos on the same day because I'm busy with Sacred Space Academy, and that is all of that is in the links down below if you're interested, and that's about teaching children spirituality. So yeah, go subscribe if you have children who want to learn about spirituality. Then yeah, go over to that channel and check it out. Without further ado, let's get into the video, y'all.
Sacred Space.
So first, let's actually start by finding the purpose before we even talk about how hard it is to really complete your purpose and live out your purpose and do your purpose. Number one, a lot of people genuinely have a hard time finding out, okay, I know I'm on this planet. I know I'm not by myself. Why am I here? Like, people really have a hard time figuring out, what am I supposed to do and why am I here and what is my purpose? Okay? So a lot of people end up really diving deep and really finding out what they're actually supposed to do in the core of who they are. But sadly, there's a lot of people who get distracted by life, because you have to remember, life is full of distractions and you have to be able to tap in with yourself to be able to continue, okay? Because you trust me, baby, life will tangle you up, okay? It'll get you and it'll tangle you up if you let it. You got to be able to be mindful and be careful of those distractions. Whew. All right, so let's just say you have finally found your purpose. If anybody asks me, I would say, number one, start with childhood. If you want to find your purpose, start with your child self. What did you do all the time that you truly, truly, truly love doing? What did you do? Okay? Once you find out and you dive deep into your childhood self and you get that purpose, then you start to do that purpose. Okay? So let's just say, oh my God, okay, so we got to the point where, all right, let's just say, for example, my purpose is to be a police officer. Okay, just putting some out there. All right? And let's just say you get on a job and it's not as easy as you thought it would be. You got to get tased, you got to do this, you got to do that. And you thinking, oh man, I know my purpose. This feels like a piece of cake. This is what I was born to do. This is what I came on the planet. Some of us came back on the planet. This is what we came to do. But then you slowly figure out, man, I don't know if I'm built for this. And that's when that challenge and that doubting and that mind, and you start to overthink, okay? You start to realize that, man, this is more difficult than I thought it was. But then after you slowly start to get used to what you came to do, you will do it more if you actually care, if you want it bad enough, because there will be challenges regardless. But you must learn from them and keep moving. And that's the thing. Now let's talk about me and my purpose, okay? Now I have a huge, what the heck was that? I'm just gonna leave it in there, Sham. Hopefully it's not a bug or anything. Oh my goodness. I think it is one in here. Okay, anyway, let me just, okay, so I have a huge purpose, okay? I have a huge calling, okay? And a part of that is speaking and singing light language, okay? Now let's go back to childhood me. Childhood me, a lot of my dreams and a lot of the things that I love to do, my childhood dream was singing. And not just a little na na na. No, I mean singing on stage filled with thousands of people. That was literally my dream. That was my childhood dream. Go back to your childhood, right? Okay, so I did. So my dream and the whole core of me was, I just remember, oh my goodness, I was on stage, this, like the stage with the red curtains and the spotlight. I had this huge spotlight on me, and I'm just singing and la la la. And my childhood song was actually Janet Jackson, It Doesn't Matter. And I just remember singing on stage, na 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 na. Okay, let's not get copyrighted, but I remember just like singing and just flowing on stage. And then I remember not just singing. Let me see, can I get this? It is hard to take out. Okay. I remember singing, and not just singing on stage. We're gonna pretend that this candle is a magic wand, and we're gonna pretend like this perfume is a microphone, okay? So this is the microphone, and this is the magic wand. And this is how it was for me as a child. And this was my huge dream, all right? I'm singing, and I have this wand, and I just remember being on stage with this wand, and I'm just Disney channeling it up, okay? I'm zapping, and I'm twirling. I'm just like, la, la, la. And this literally was me. I had a wand. I don't know how. I cannot tell you how. I don't know. I just know that I had this glowing wand. It was giving Disney Channel vibes a little bit. And I'm just glowing and twirling and singing. I just see so many people in the audience. They're just screaming, Deja, Deja, Deja. And I'm just swinging and that literally was my dream, y'all. That was it. That right there. Let's put this back. Oh, goodness. So, that was, when I go back to like the core of my purpose in my childhood, that was the main dream that I never fully forgot about, okay? So, when I come back to this life, when I come back to this version of me, I'm like, this current version of me, I'm like, but I'm not a good singer. And then when I became spiritual, I started to get my psychic abilities, and that led to me realizing that I'm actually a reincarnated siren. Would you look at that? And as sirens, all of us go through this stage where we have this silence, okay? And our voice was silenced for years and years and years. That was me. And I've always had a love-hate relationship with my voice. And I realized, wait a minute. Okay, maybe I can sing. And I started to sing, and I'm like, ugh. I didn't fully like it, but then I remember last year I had my light language activation. Boom. And I figured it out. I'm not supposed to just be singing on stage. I'm supposed to be singing and healing, baby. I'm like, I'm not a regular pop star. When I sing to the collective out in that audience, baby, I am healing. I am a healer. I am a natural born Virgo medicine woman, ancient healer. That is my purpose. Okay? That is my purpose. So I figured it out. That one that baby, that's me, baby. I'm healing, baby. I'm healing, and I figured it out. I put two and two together, and I figured it out. But I realized, okay, so now I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You think it was easy? No. I started out, and I'm like, oh, I just don't like my voice, and it's not as perfect. And then I had to realize, Deidre, this is not a performance, baby. You're not meant to have your voice pitch perfect. You're meant to sing and heal. That doesn't mean you're supposed to sound like an average pop star. You're not putting on a show, literally. You are healing. So it does not matter. And I had to go through this large phase where I was trying my best. But I was like, you know what? And I thought about it. I said, this ain't for me anyways. This ain't for me. This is not for me. So it does not matter if I like it or not. It doesn't matter. I am here and I came back to this planet to heal the collective, to heal people that need my help. So once again, your purpose, your calling will not be easy. But if you continue to walk, and if you continue to move, and if you continue to put your best foot forward and learn and understand, then you will know this is how it works. This is how it works. Okay? It's time for quote of the day. Quote of the day. So, now that I know what I know, and I have learned what I needed to learn, I have to now get myself out there. And I feel like this is the phase I'm in now. Being able to not be so shy and so reserved, and to really let my voice be heard. And I truly do love my voice. And I feel like I'm able to just make myself be known and be so authentic. Like, I'm very authentic, and I feel like I have what it takes. Okay? And I'm grateful. And I know what I need to do. Now the part that I'm working on right now is actually being able to not be so shy and just put myself out there. So there's layers to your purpose. It's not just some all-in-one thing. There are steps that you have to take. You got to walk up. You understand? You have to walk up. Okay? You just can't you just can't be the best. Okay? In order to be the best, you got to walk up them stairs, baby. You understand? All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.